Well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen, or afternoon, depending on when you're watching this. Today we are going to review what we did yesterday, and yesterday we talked about seeing how area and perimeter of a shape are related. To do that, we are going to look at this area right here, as well as this table right here. So, the table here tells us that there are rectangles. In fact, it says there's a figure. We need to know the perimeter as well as the area. We know there are rectangles. We don't know what the perimeter is, but we do know that the area of each of these rectangles are going to be 24. All right, so with that, we're going to go ahead and use our nice little grid right here to go ahead and tell us what we're supposed to be doing. Now, to help us with this, we're going to go ahead and talk about the word called dimensions. What dimensions are is that if I have an area of 24 square units, like it says up here in the table, my dimensions are the side lengths of the rectangle or square or shape that we're going to be using. So again, we know that the area is 24 square units. So I have 24, and I know that I can think to myself, what can I multiply to get 24? Well, I know that 4 times 6 equals 24. Now remember, area equals length times width. That's going to come into play in just a little bit, okay? So with that now, we're going to go ahead and create a rectangle using this 4 times 6. So remember, the length is 4, and length is always lying down. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I need to go ahead and do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and finish my rectangle. So I've just created a rectangle that is 24 square units, and if I counted those would equal 24, and I just figured out the dimensions are going to be 4 by 6. So I'm going to say it's 4 by 6. Now remember, we don't have any actual measurement, so we're just going to say they're units. And inside we know there's 24. Alright, so I have just done one of these rectangles right now. What I'm going to leave you all to do is I want you to go ahead and create 3 more rectangles on your own, figuring out what the perimeter. Oh, and before I finish, I got to actually tell you what the perimeter is. So let's talk about this, okay? We have to go ahead and figure out 4 and 6, and the other sides, well, we know this is going to be 4, and this is going to be 6 as well. We have to go ahead and take all of these sides and add them all up. So tell yourself, what is 4 plus 6? And add 4 plus 6 to that. Well, no, 4 plus 6 equals 10. And another 4 plus 6 equals 10 as well. Alright, so with that being said, now I can tell you that I can put my 10 and my 10 together, and that gets me 20. So my perimeter right now is 20. Now what we can do is I've given you the first rectangle with that information right there. What I want you to do is I want you to go ahead and take the paper, and I want you to figure out the other 3 rectangles for me, please. So you can use any type of dimensions that you want. You just have to make sure that the area is 24 square units. Alright, thanks so much for stopping in, and I'll talk to you later.